Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of Why Is It Banned? This episode we're going to be talking about Makyura the Destructor. It's a dark level 4 warrior with a kick-ass effect. During this turn this card is sent to the graveyard. The owner of this card can activate trap cards from his or her hand. Now, even before this card was released out of Dark Beginnings 1, this card was already banned. Hence the fact of its effect. I mean, for example, you can activate things like Nightmare Wheel, Compulsory Evacuation Device, certain cards that you really wouldn't be able to activate. The effect of this card is quite interesting because instead of setting your spells, if you've got a lot of spells that are quite interesting that you want to use straight away, you've got the massive option to do so. So this card was banned for that fact because a lot of times they run 3 Makyura the Destructors and a massive load of spells. It was just ridiculous. People used to use things like Ring of Destruction as well. I mean, it was absolutely stupid. I remember one play I saw was some Makyura the Destructor. Makyura the Destructor got destroyed. The opponent then goes 2 compulsory and activates Ring of Destruction. So the opponent has like 3 monsters on board, 2 monsters go bye-bye and the strongest gets blown up, and both the opponent and the guy who had Makyura the Destructor got burned, but he OTK'd the opponent. That was it for the opponent. He only had like 3,000 life points left and he had Blue Eyes on board. That was it, Ring of Destruction, but you got all because he destroyed 1 Makyura the Destructor. Now the artwork of this card is quite interesting, although the Japanese version of Makyura is a bit different. This card will never come off the ban list because it's got a ridiculous effect, activating trap cards the same turn that Makyura is destroyed. And there's a lot of interesting new trap cards out there that you can actually use. So this card is not ever going to come off the ban list. I mean, if a card ever did come out like Makyura the Destructor, they would really have to limit how many trap cards you could use from your hand. But this card is just so broken, I never see this coming off the ban list. But honestly, what do you think? Do you see Makyura the Destructor coming off the ban list? Do you want it to come off the ban list? Do you think this effect is not that bad? I'd like to know what you think, because personally, Makyura the Destructor is one of those cards where it shouldn't have been made, but it was. But what would the game be like if Makyura the Destructor did come back? Please tell me what you think.